think I would want to ask, are you challenging believers? Are you challenging believers or just letting them take kind of the easy road? So in anything that we're doing, whether here it's obviously academic studies, but also wanting to be a disciple of Christ, or in a church one day, both having an occupation that you're faithful in, being a spouse, being a parent. Are you merely just kind of going with the flow of what this evangelical culture is, or are you instead being very thoughtful in how you're going about that? And are you challenging people? So I think institutions have the ability to challenge the individuals within them to be thoughtful in how they're going about that. So I think Covenant, in the future, I would want to look back and say, okay, are you challenging your students that are there very intentionally? Or of a church one day, I hope that it's not necessarily going to always be easy to be part of the church, or of the PCA denomination as a whole. In the decisions you're making, in the session meetings that you're having, are you encouraging each other to not take decisions for granted, but to be very intentional in how you're making those decisions? In so many ways, I'm here at Covenant to learn how to then be a better follower of Jesus outside of Covenant. So I definitely think it's something that as a college, they can better prepare me to do. And one way I already see that happening is I'm an RA on a hall here, and so there are freshman girls and I'm able to pour into and really just walk alongside for life. I think that's a picture of what discipleship looks like. But then also I've been able to seek out some older staff members on campus and be like, will you please pour into me? Some interesting emails. But I think so there are so many ways, because this is a community of believers. While it's definitely not a church, you still have believers pouring into each other and being poured into, and learning how to be intentional with each other and walk alongside each other. That definitely is happening. Being a pastor's kid has helped me realize what really being involved in a church looks like. So, like I said, it just being part of your daily life and the church body becoming part of your family. So one day, kind of down the road, I hope to be part of a church like that again, to just, whether it's potlucks, always know that I'm going to bring things, or constantly having people within my home. I think something that I would love to see happen in the future that hasn't necessarily happened for me yet is more of a be mentored and then also be able to mentor. So hypothetically, even as a college student, if there were some middle school or high school girls that I could disciple, but then also maybe a newly married woman who could mentor me or something like that. And I hope to see that continue on, because in the small snippets of those kind of relationships that I've had, I've seen how meaningful they can be. And so I definitely hope to see something like that in the future.